Love AI. Love AI. Love AI.
Yeah. Heard they got a global gold coin, talking like it's straight from the mine. Larry Lane flashing little charts, but the numbers never line with the lines. Got a crate full of brothers in the chat room. Buy the dip next moon, get rich soon. Copy paste scripts, all caps in the group. Every lie feels slick, smells sick in the room. Twins standing right by him, echo every promise. Two mirrors, one con, both pockets the fattest. Robin Noble in the back with the briefcase, smile on his face, keep receipts in the briefcase. They say back by gold, I say back by. Show the vault, show the bar, show the truck. Ain't a nugget in sight, just a PDF bluff. Screenshot, smoke screen, suckers luck. Global gold, it ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. Hey, you can keep your lies, keep your spin. Hey, we ain't buying in, we ain't buying in. Hey. They love a desperate man with a light bill due. Double up, triple up, this right here for you. DMs flooding with the same little slogan. Early in the project, that's how doors open. But every well they show is a stock photo. Every vault they show is a crop logo. I see fear in the front, greed in the pitch. They got scripts for the poor, yachts for the rich. So we screenshot chat, save files, track trails. Follow every wallet, watch them cash out bail. PR posts say ignore all the haters. That's us in the comments, dropping raw calculators. Check the ledger, where the metal, where the mine at. They blocked and brag, look, we don't mind that. Cool, but the truth don't mute. We outside with a megaphone glue. Gold, it ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. You can keep your lies, keep your spin. We ain't buying in, we ain't buying in. You can sell that script to a stranger, but not to us, we sense danger. We the ones posting links, dropping facts. We the ones saying run no stats. Every lie got a time, got an end date. Every scam got a trail, got a mistake. When it all falls, when the story get thin, we'll be right here saying told you then. Global gold, it ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. You can keep your lies, keep your spin. We ain't buying in, we ain't buying in.
Candid camera right now.
Camera. We love candid camera.
With their money, they bought their mom a car. I think that's really great.
We would love to thank you because for you being on television, being such a positive role model.
The clone.
Just do it.
At this moment, they are simultaneously experiencing the exact same emotion.
Same person just split into two people. Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone. Wow, it's been such a long time since I last saw you. No, it hasn't. We've been hitting up as many MLM Zoom meetings as we can tonight. We just hit up the Envision You, the Connective Vibe one. Then we hit up Megan's Mob Boss one. And now we're going to hit up this one.
Do a recap. First, let me tell her, thank you, Jillian. That's good. Leave it there. I want to make an announcement that we are trying to have a conference here in Dallas sometime. And we would like to know people that would be interested in coming. So get with your sponsor and let us know. So we can kind of get a head count, see how many people are interested. So we could kind of get a game plan going. We do not have a set date, but if we could get kind of a game, get a general idea of who would be interested in coming, that'd be awesome. So we can start planning that and letting everybody know about that. I want to do a recap of this week. Sunday night, we had, I felt a great Zoom. We had a Q&A, Larry and Miles. We did an incredible Zoom. Was somebody gonna say something? Okay, no, I'm sorry. On Tuesday, we had Tony Drexel and Gary Kramer. Tony went over the due diligence of the assets. It was really great information. I think everybody appreciated all the information that we got. And next, Gary went over the Julian, do the next one. There you go. The portfolio. Gary went over all of the portfolio with us again. So just to remind everybody what all Finfire and them are doing for us and putting everything together. It was excellent information. That night was a great Zoom as well. So for those of you that are not joining the Zooms, we are getting a lot of good educational information out there that helps us teach other people and educate people. And so for you to invite people to these Zoom calls is why we're doing them, to let everyone get more information, get more educated, hear about what's going on, and also to help us that are involved learn as well as what they're doing on the back end, so we all can understand the process and what's going on, and just, you know, let us know what they're doing for us. So the Zoom calls are very helpful. I know some nights we have a lot of people, and then some nights we don't have as many. So invite all your friends, invite all your downline, because we are starting to get a lot more information that we're able to share. And at the end of this Zoom call tonight, we're going to hear from Keith Yarbrough that's going to fill us in a little bit more about what we get to hear next week. But I want to introduce to you Dr. Steve Branch, which I always love to listen to. He's very enthusiastic. He is always a great speaker, and I appreciate him coming on all the time and letting us hear him. Hi, Dr. Steve. How are you?
Hello, Don, and hello to everyone all across the U.S. and abroad. And I love the fact that we are a global opportunity. It's an excellent Thursday, and we're all blessed to be here. And I just want to take a few minutes and just share the incredible platform we have with GGC. I mean, it's simply amazing. I mean, even coming off of the Zooms on Sunday and Tuesday, just reiterating the power of what we have and where we're going. You know, being a member of the Presidential Advisory Board, I get phone calls throughout multiple times a day throughout the week with asking me about, you know, what do I think about GGC? And primarily because, you know, I've been on my background. For those of you that do not know me, I've been self-employed for 40 years, 8-figure industry earner, built marketing teams over 100,000, owned my own network marketing company, 4 doctorate degrees, been featured in Success from Home magazine multiple times, made over $1 million in 12 consecutive months in the travel industry, again in the health and wellness industry, and in the crypto industry. And we take great pride in building success in our team. So individuals that are even a part of other individuals' teams will call and just find out what's my opinion of where we're going. And I love sharing that I'm all in. I'm all in. I've been a part of the platform now since November 11th, about 4 months. And we just steady the course, and keep in mind that the platform's less than 6 months old, but look at where we've come so far. And many times, you know, even from an objective standpoint, with some of my team members that may not be as strong,
but this is a
when individuals are asking questions about this and about that, I tell them, just remember 4 simple words. 4 simple words that always
I'll explain it again.
Allow to be your answer. And those 4 words are, all I know is. And I know as I was coming up in the network marketing, one of my trainers taught me that, and it was so powerful because from time to time, people will question you on all aspects of what's going on. And if you're brand new, just getting started, you know, we may not be an expert in crypto. We may not be an expert in network marketing. We may not even be an expert at anything. We just looking for a great possible financial opportunity. So when individuals are asking a lot of questions,
World Financial Group, Jelly,
what I tell them is, all I know is
he's from
the coin was 10
Financial
cents
Group.
back in August, is now at $100. Yeah. But guess what? It's not on the blockchain. It's not on the blockchain. All I know is when I came on board in November or December or January, back in November when Dr. Bresch came on board, it was less than 500 members worldwide. Now it's over 600,000. Yeah, but when is it supposed to go back on Binance? When is it supposed to go on the chain? When is it going to be coin value? When are we going to be able to withdraw? All I know is it's now 1.2 billion in real gold that's backing our coin. And our leadership is putting together more assets to make our coin grow higher. Now, when you join the Zooms, they give us information and let us know what's taking place since they've came on board within the last 2 to 3 months. And some of their contributions have been amazing, from the legal team, the corporate team, Finfire with Gary, and everything that he's done as far as getting more and more assets, not just gold, but even diamonds, and individuals from all over the world that's putting up cash. Matter of fact, I'm all in from a standpoint that even the 180 units from the hedge fund, I bought one for $31,250. Now, that takes a strong belief factor over and above what else you've already may have purchased over the last 3-4 months to put in an additional $31,000 and haven't been able to draw one dime out of what's in place so far. That's because I understand what's happening, what's being put together. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but we are being built now on a rock solid foundation with rock solid leadership that have a vision and a goal and the resources to make everything that we are looking for to come into fruition. And when it's all said and done, it's going to be a lot of individuals truly blessed financially. So those 4 key words, if you don't know all the answers to all the questions, all I know is points that have happened over the last 3 to 6 months, depending on how long you've been on. The facts, because facts tell what stories tell. All I know is
GGC. This
is where the company started, and this is where we are right now. And one of my buddies, I had to joke with him a little bit because he and this was over the weekend, he was asking me a lot of questions. I don't know if we think back 30, 40 years of one of the movies with The Exorcist, when the little girl was stuck in the TV, and the person that was eliminating the exorcism and so forth kept telling the little girl,
Bob Larson,
come into the light, come into the light. Well, Fred started to ask me a bunch of questions. I had to tell Fred, GGC is real, man. Come into the light, Fred. Come into the light. Fred finally got a position. So that's great. But before I wrap up, let me just say this. Right now is the time to really be recruiting. Okay. And the reason being is because we're going to have a 7-level unit level that's going to pay us tremendous dollars. So we have an opportunity still to offer as many individuals as possible $100 in crypto free. Even if they don't know anything about crypto, no problem. We're going to be able to teach you as a part of our platform, our educational platform, be able to teach you all about blockchain and crypto, regardless of your age, regardless of your background, regardless of your history in business. $100 in free crypto. So And what I like to say with that is you get your foot in the door, then you get more. See, because when you can give away that free product, there's nothing at risk. No one has anything to gain.
Oh my God.
But as soon as they
do
get
anything
registered,
with it.
very simply, I tell them to go immediately to their back office and click on balance, and they see that $100 in free crypto all the way in their back office. After they've gotten comfortable, then they may spend an additional $100, an additional $500, an additional $1,000. Take advantage of the multipliers while they last. Get your foot in the door, then you get more. That's the incredible opportunity we have in front of us. Because even I mentioned that about one of the units that the company has with the hedge fund. The reason I did is because not only do they pay you monthly, 10% monthly, they also guarantee to double the 31,250 to 62 something in 24 months, and they're giving you another 1,000 coins. Now, 1,000 coins.
But this makes no sense.
Today's value
they
of $100.
Give you stuff.
Another $100,000. But in 24 months, that coin could very easily be $500 to $1,000. That could be $500,000 to another $1 million. So when you look at what you get in return, was that $31,000 right now really that big of a purchase compared to what you can get in return? So when you look at everything that's in front of you and where we're going and where we're headed and trying to approach 1 million members by
bullshit is in front of
May, June, being on the exchanges by May, June. As we expand globally, as we bring on more investors, as we really continue to build this incredible opportunity, you still have an opportunity to give away as many of these free coin packages, $100 in crypto free as possible. And each and every one is a part of your team that you're going to be overriding, because what happens is it may be 5, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 50, maybe 100. How many people can you give away free product to? And what happens? A few refer a few, that refer a few, refer a few.
But this
before
don't
you know
mess with the
they are
value of the coin?
Exactly what you did, because your people are going to do as you do, not as you say. So if you gave away 10, 50, or 100 free coin packages, guess what?
Not how anything
your people
works.
are going to duplicate the exact same thing. So now your team grows by 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20, 50,000 more people. That's the simplicity of what we have and a part of the opportunity that's in front of us. So take advantage of it. See, because you will be overriding all that activity, even when you're sleeping and in bed, when purchases are being made on the exchanges, and we are overriding that activity with the fees. That could equate to hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars being paid to us simply by individuals around the world.
Oh my God, they just make this up
on our exchange. And we decided to give away a few $100 crypto packages when the opportunity was there for us. So take advantage of this.
They're not even on the exchange.
And it's an incredible one that we've never seen, we've never experienced before.
From Mike Ellis.
So I enjoy being a part of the pioneers that plant the trees so others can enjoy the shade. So join us as we venture into.
I got a lot of shade for you, sir.
That being said, I'm going to pass the lines back to you, Don.
Full of shade.
Thank you, Dr. Branch. Yes, you are awesome as always. I appreciate you. And everything he said, it was on point. You just have to talk to a couple people. Those couple people talk to a couple people, and the word just spreads. It's just awesome. It's just an amazing feeling. We also have Keith Yarbrough. Before I bring Keith on, I want to say something. We have with the promotion, we're asking if we could go ahead now. Everybody just back off on the PayPal. PayPal got a little overloaded, so they are holding our funds for a little bit just to get everything caught up. So if you could do Zelle, Wire, ACH, or crypto, give PayPal a little break, and then they'll be back to rolling. Everything will be fine. They didn't shut us off. They just said, "Hey, you got a lot of money coming in fast." So I mean, which is an awesome thing. You know, that means people are joining us and coming in and getting their coins. But if we could just use these other couple a little bit for a couple weeks, a week, give a PayPal a little time to catch up. We will be back
What
and
are you
rolling with
talking about,
PayPal,
lady?
but on the screen, you can see the global gold 747@gmail.com. That is the address for Zelle. The wire will have to send you the wiring information, ACH, and the crypto. There you go. Thank you, Joanne. And the cryptocurrency. So if anybody is ready to sign up, get somebody signed up, send your sponsor, your name, email, city, the deposit amount, wallet address, sponsor name, sponsor wallet address.
Don't do that.
As I always say, do not sign up in the back office, or you will not get the multiplier. But always send the money to the corporate account. The corporate account on the screen. And if for some reason you don't catch it now, your sponsor, one of us, can get you the email, the Gmail to send it to, the email right here, to send your Zelle, wire, ACH, or your crypto. We can send you that wallet address to send that to. But right now we have Keith Yarbrough. You have some exciting news for us, Keith. How are you tonight?
I'm doing okay. Thank you, Don. And, you know, I have a lot of exciting news, but I'm going to put everybody off till next week. We're under some very strict NDAs. Oh, yeah? There's a lot going on. I guess the first thing I'll cover, Larry just texted me about the upcoming event. I can tell everybody that March is probably the busiest month in for the year in Las Vegas. A lot of people don't realize it, but there's more money bet on and more people attend Las Vegas during the month of March than there is during the Super Bowl. What you don't realize is this March Madness basketball tournament that includes 64 of the college basketball teams. There are people that participate either in support or gambling on their opinion during this 64-game tournament than there is triple what is bet on the Super Bowl is bet on March Madness. And a lot of those people that normally don't gamble or participate in those kind of things the rest of the year, they go out to Las Vegas and they voice their opinion and put down a play and participate in some sorority and fraternity, some frat functions and things like that that go on. Long story short, we have been unable to lock down a venue for either the 14th or the 21st of March due to everything being booked prior to. I mean, most of these venues have been booked for 6 months for the month of March. I can tell you that we are going to have another Las Vegas event. I can tell you that there'll be a very, very special dinner at an off-premise private club for 200 or 300 people when we do it. And it's either going to be the week before Easter's early this year. It's the first Sunday in April. It's either going to be the week before or the week after Easter. And we will have that venue locked down and contracted and be able to give you the specifics, date and location next week. I apologize for not having it. We've done everything. We've exhausted every avenue that we had. We tried multiple different venues and hotels. We tried Caesar's Palace. We tried the Venetian. We tried everything, and nobody can accommodate us during the middle of March. So it's not that big a deal. We're going to go either the last week of March or the second week of April. And I think that's a good thing, Don. We're going to have a lot more information, a lot more stuff that we can unveil that will attract a record crowd. And you know, I try to look at the positive thing about every little objection that comes up, and who knows, maybe it will be a good thing. But we'll have that venue locked down, contracted, and be able to announce where it's going to be and the time and date and place. But there will be a special dinner that the leaders will get invited to, that we can accommodate a couple of hundred people to that same weekend. And anyway, it's really exciting. But when I talk about some of the announcements, some of the things coming up, I can tell you that we'll have a new promotion next week. I can tell you that diligently behind the scenes, the board of directors and the Finfire team and President's Advisory Council. We are working on finalizing the genealogy and the networking 7 levels comp plan that Dr. Steve was talking about, and a lot of different things. I mean, everything from the blockchain, getting on it and being able to trade your coins, to being able to earn. We're going to eventually have a maintenance program to help us with some of these costs. It won't be expensive, but the good thing for all the leaders is that this maintenance will be commissionable. Over half of it will be paid back to the field. And those of you guys that, like Dr. Branch was talking about, it doesn't matter what, when we go live, we've been saying this for 5 months now, 4.5 months. When we go live, the person with the most personals front line to them that has the biggest team will be the immediate front runner when it comes to top money earner. When we do go live, I don't know exactly when it'll be, a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, whenever we do go live. The question is, are you going to have 2 people frontline to you that used your referral code? Are you going to have 20 people? Are you going to have 200 people? How many people are you going to be making money off of? Not just the maintenance, but the academy that we're going to announce, the hosting fees and the gas fees for trading the coins and things like this. Going to be multiple different ways to make income off the people that you've referred to this program. And I know it kind of seems cliche. Here we 90, 120 days into it, but it's all coming to fruition. It's all coming together like a Broadway play. We, like I said, are under some very strict NDAs and some high dollar contracts where we're actually contracting these people to provide these different services and stuff for the company. But I can tell you, Don, that it's all happening. It's happening at a record pace. We've got the, our foot on the pedal where we're mashing the gas to make it happen as soon as we possibly can. But we should be able to unveil over half of it to the field next week. I just don't want to overpromise. That's the last thing you want to do to a bunch of networkers, because they always add to it and make it sound better than it really is. And we don't want to overpromise to anybody. We want to make sure that we can deliver. We want to make sure that we can deliver 110% where it is effective and it's processing everything properly. And we want to make sure that we don't let anybody down. And because of that, we have to kind of wait until it's 95% done before we let the cat out of the bag. But I can tell you, there will be an event in the next 30, 35 days. We'll announce that to you next week. I can tell you that we are working on the genealogy and the software and the new system. It's coming together flawlessly, looking really, really, really good. The only thing that's going to happen, you're going to be glad that you got in when you did. You're going to be glad that you hung around. You're going to be glad that you stayed plugged in, but you're going to be sorry that you didn't refer more people.
Wow.
Because there are people on this call that have multiple hundreds of people frontline to them that they have enrolled, and their second level is bigger and their third level is bigger. And some of them have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that fall in those first 7 levels that they're going to get paid on. And there's going to be, you're going to be saying one of 2 things. That's either I'm glad I did or I wished I would have. And just make sure that if you fall in that second category right now of wishing that you would have taken action back in December and you haven't, that you've got enough time over the next 2 or 3 weeks to mash the gas and make that happen. Every single person that you know, if you've got 500 names in your phone or 5,000 names in your phone, each one of those people should have been sent your referral code. And then each one of those people that you enroll should do the same thing to their warm market. You're going to, it's like Dr. Brandt said, you're not going to jeopardize your integrity. You're not going to jeopardize your character, or you don't have to worry about ruining your reputation by offering to gift somebody $100 in free crypto. So I just challenge everybody to take action, stay plugged in. The conference calls next week. And I'm not just talking about Sunday or Tuesday night. We'll probably announce everything on Thursday night, 1 week from tonight. But we're going to build it up on Sunday night and build it up on Tuesday night, where we have a record amount of people participating on Thursday. And then we're going to unveil everything. And when I tell you that it's all coming together like a Broadway play, I can tell you that, you can't script things in this business. You just kind of got to go by the way the pieces come together. And, sometimes our man upstairs has a different plan of action. Maybe December was too early. Maybe now is perfect timing. And when we move forward, it's going to be exactly like Dr. Branch said. There's going to be people that become very, very wealthy and stabilize their family in a matter of 30 days. If you go back and you read Dr. King's book from the University of Chicago, Dr. King, in his book, he talks about, he taught network marketing at the University of Chicago in Illinois. And Dr. King talks about that every single company goes through 4 phases. And the graph gets really simple. The first 2 phases, the graph moves up very, very lightly. It doesn't go up very big. It's formulation, concentration, momentum, and then stability. You don't want to go join a 20-year-old company that's in stability because you've already missed that tidal wave, that momentum. But he talks in his book about how formulation and concentration, that time frame, that window is majorly different for every company. Some companies go 2 months, some of them 2 years, some of them 10 years in formulation and concentration before they get to momentum. We're right on the verge of hitting momentum. When we go live with our new software and our new platform, and when we get on the blockchain, you're going to see us go from 600,000 people to 6 million people really, really quick once that happens.
Turn us down like Ash Mufar.
So as we get ready to hit that momentum, the question is, let's say it's going to happen April 15th. When that happens, when April 15th gets here, the question is, how many people are you going to have that use your referral code? How many people is going to be on your team that pays that maintenance and subscribes to an academy and starts paying the fees to move their coins? The more people you have on your team, the bigger your paycheck's going to be. But I can tell you that because we have a digital product, we don't have to worry about manufacturing. We don't have to worry about fulfillment. We don't have to worry about warehousing. We don't have to worry about shipping. All of those things eat into the commission. Because we don't have those things, and because we have a digital product that is delivered via the web, that's going to make our commissions in that 7-level unilevel that Dr. Branch was talking about seem very, very, very aggressive. I can remember 30 years ago, a company out of Dallas, XL Communication, paid 1/4 and 1/2 and 3/4% on somebody's long distance bill. And people laughed at those percentages. But when hundreds of thousands of people get involved, they add up very quickly. And next thing you know, there was millionaires that were made overnight off of those percentages. Once again, that product didn't have warehousing. It didn't have fulfillment. It didn't have manufacturing. You didn't have to worry about hiring a counsel to get it approved by the FDA. All of those things are non-existent with our model. And that's going to make our commissions that are paid out seem very, very aggressive. I just challenge you. You're going to be glad that you got involved, but you're going to wish you would have took more massive action. It doesn't matter if they're free wallets. Get as many people as you can. Like Dr. Branch said, a lot of people's not going to be pacified with just having 10 coins. They're going to want to have 1,000 coins. Whether they earn them or whether they get out their checkbook, it doesn't matter. The fact that people are going to, we have a product that's in big demand. That's the way the coin goes, like Dr. Branch was talking about, from 100 to 200 to 500 to 1,000. All you got to do to get the coin to keep going up and up and up is to build a bigger demand than there is a supply. And our goal is to continue to have a huge demand for our product as we move forward. And Don, I hate to kind of just put everybody on ice and on the back burner till next week, but because of the NDAs, because of some things that where all the I's haven't been dotted and all the T's haven't been crossed, I can tell you that we're really, really, really close. And we'll have a lot of information to share with people, and they will be documented, concrete directions of exactly where we're headed about this same time next week. And I guess the last thing I want to say is the event that's coming up, the next event, it will be monumental. It will be life-changing. The things that we're going to announce at that event, I don't know exactly what date it's going to be. We're working with 3 or 4 different properties right now trying to lock down a venue. But I can tell you, whenever it is, make sure you rearrange your schedule. Make sure you make whatever sacrifices you have to get there, because it'll be life-changing. And you personally will have the opportunity to stabilize your family's future forever with GGC coins. So Don, back to you. I appreciate your time. I got a lot of crazy things going on in my life right now. With my wife's got some health challenges, and our business is exploding, and there's all kind of board of directors meeting and conference calls and 3-ways and investors and real world assets and everything else going on. So I've kind of been out of touch the last 48 hours or so, but I can tell everybody that I get your messages, I get your texts, I get your emails. I promise to get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Just bear with me and give me a little air here. I was on the road for 12 days and got home on Sunday night. And since then, we've had a lot of crazy things I'm trying to get caught up on here. And I'm usually very punctual about responding to text messages and emails. And I've been a little bit tardy this last 72 hours. I just want to publicly say that I'm sorry.
I'm going to be talking for another 72 hours.
And one thing I want to say kudos to, Don, is I made that announcement. I know you were on your vacation, but made that announcement at the event about the 501c3s and the nonprofits. There are multiple people on this call tonight that have taken advantage of that. It doesn't cost the nonprofit anything to participate. That goes back to give credit where credit's due. That was an idea from Professor Robert that he wanted to give back. And we have continued to honor his promise. And anybody that wants or has a nonprofit, I don't care if they donate, if they do basket weaving and they donate it to the church, if it's a children's home, if it's a church, if it's a boys' home, an orphanage, or a dog shelter, it doesn't matter. If they are a legit nonprofit, and when I say legit, that means their paperwork has been filed and they have a current 501c3. All they have to do is go sign up, frontline to you, in that nonprofit's name. The names must match. The way they're registered in the GGC system. And the 501c3 need to match. It needs to be the same name. Have them sign up frontline to you. Get a copy of their current 501c3. Send it to me via email or text, or get it to your leader, and they'll get it to me, along with their wallet address. And not me, but GGC as a company. We want to do whatever we can to honor and respect and help those people that are out trying to make the world a better place. And I will transfer them $5,000 worth of GGC coins to help them get started. Now, the method behind the madness is that most of those nonprofits have an organization. Some of them small organizations, some of them very large organizations that will get behind them and support their nonprofit. So the goal is, as we forward that $5,000 worth of GGC coins to the nonprofit, the goal is to get the supporters of that nonprofit to then sign up frontline to the nonprofit, where we get more than that, just that one wallet that we funded. So I want to, say great job. There's probably been a couple of dozen people since the event in Las Vegas that have sent me the correct documentation. I transfer, no questions asked. I transferred their coins immediately, and we are very boastful and proud to make that happen. So, Don, I appreciate the time tonight. I look forward to seeing everybody on the Sunday night call. Let's have a productive weekend. Thank you very much.
Oh, what a jerk you are.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you for joining us. For all the new people, or just to remind everybody how to do that, if you go to your Gold Crypto Exchange site and you go to referrals, when you scroll up, it says share my link. You share your link and you send it. You can email it, you can text it to whoever you want, but I challenge everybody to send it out to 20 people.
Oh my
and you'll
God.
get 10 people that will respond and sign up and get their gifted coins. Then those people, invite them to come to the Zoom.
No, don't.
Let them listen, let them learn, and then they'll start sharing. So that's where you're going to start building that 7-layer tier that they were both talking about. So I challenge everybody to send it out to 20 people before Tuesday night. So that gives you, 5 days? You can come up with 20 people in 5 days to send it to share it to, and then invite them to the Zoom on Tuesday
everybody,
night.
I
want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. I really appreciate your time, and we will see y'all on Sunday. Have a great weekend.
People. Go warn 20 people about this in the next 5 days. Damn it. Damn it. Ah. Ready? Listen to their song. Peter Bloss, keep or something.
Out with the old world planted roots, gold in the ground, truth in the proof, from real hands to a digital flame, a future built on a solid name. Not just numbers, not just code, it is real value on a brand new road, a bridge from history into today, ownership clear every step of the way. This is more than watching from the side, this is your moment, step inside. We stand with Global Gold Coin, feel the rise, Global Gold Coin under open skies, education first, freedom in the fray, we carry the weight, we carry the name,
we carry the weight,
no rights to freedom,
we don't care about anyone,
no rights to freedom.
Oh, they got me so mad.
Open the door, take your place, create your wallet, join the space. They hand you 100 just to begin, a gift of belief. Welcome in, not hype, not noise, something real, a system built so everyone can feel. From metal to token, value made clear, a future you can actually steer. This is access, this is trust, from the ground up, built for us. We stand with Global Gold, feel the rise, real world assets under open skies. Create your wallet, step inside.
All right, enough of that. Enough of that. Talking about real world assets, like they like to do, by the way. Just wanted to show you this again. Just felt like it was important to show you this again. Global Gold Coin, GGC, is a digital asset that is not registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The GGC digital asset is not backed by actual gold reserves at this time. The coin matching program is subject to terms and conditions of the GGC operating agreement, but basically it's not backed by the gold. Not backed by the gold. And if you're wondering how this whole thing went, I did an article that kind of explains how all of these companies are working together, in case you don't know. So GGMC, Global Gold Mining Corporation, was founded in 2023. All right. It's allegedly the real world asset company. It has the board of directors that Keith was talking about, officers, an advisory board that includes both Larry and Gary Lane, our favorite Hollywood scamming twins. Not the scamming twins from earlier tonight, Megan and Reagan Lynch, the Hollywood ones. So this is like the mining one. So it claims that it holds gold assets when it doesn't, and that it's backing the coin when it's not. And now they're claiming they're going to have diamonds too. So we saw in the last presentation as well. GGC is Global Gold Coin. That was founded just late last year. And it's the cryptocurrency that they are selling. Okay? That's the gold-backed coin, right? So the GGMC is mining the gold, all right, that is supposed to back up the GGC. Now there's a third entity, which is Micro Venture Capital Fund. And it's owned by a guy named Tony Drexel Smith, who I deep dive in here. He's an interesting character. And it's basically the financial pipeline, which connects investors. So people invest into this, right? And it connects them to the GGMC. Okay? 40% of all money raised by the MVCF, owned by Tony Drexel Smith, is going to be funneled into the GGMC. Now, here's the thing. Most of the investors think that they are buying into the MVCF. And that when they do that, Tony is going to let them be buying into several MLM companies. He has an entire list of startup companies. A lot of them are MLMs. Some of them I couldn't find. I don't think they exist, but here they all are here. So people are thinking that they're buying into all of these, all right? But really, 40% is going to the GGMC, which is the only one in the education area. And so, and now they are allegedly trying to get a bunch of nonprofits involved. So that's not great news. But this is kind of how the whole operation and the whole machine works. And then, yeah, basically its major promoters are Larry and Gary Lane, who I have covered extensively and just did a big deep dive on because they just had their birthday that we celebrated. So that's everything that you basically need to know about this scam. Yay. Yay! So, you know, there's that. Gotta love that. So that was interesting. I find Keith to be very, very dry. You know, he's boring to listen to, but man doesn't take a breath. But he's kind of at the top of this thing. You know, there's a few guys that are kind of like at the top of the board. And honestly, Gary and Larry are also at the top of this thing now. So Robin Noble from On Passive is in this. She was in the meeting. That was her. I don't know if you saw me showing you the Robin in the chat. I showed you all the participants at one point. Robin's in there. And Robin has invited at least 2,000 people from India alone into this. So this is the new On Passive for a lot of people. And that is a big reason why we are covering this, because we are still trying to save people from these MLMs. You know, sometimes you can take the people out of the MLM, but you can't take the MLM out of the people. I mean, even I was in 2 in a row. You know, it's quite common. It's quite common for people to be like, oh, the first one didn't really work out. The second one, yeah. I'm going to be really careful this time. Then some people even go for a third one. Some people go for 20. You know what I mean? But like, don't be a Larry and Gary Lane and be in 20 MLMs. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I have actually gone live 4 times today. So this afternoon I did a live stream where I actually gave you an update on the TikTok psychic who was going after a professor about the Idaho murder case at the University of Idaho. So she got sued for defamation by the professor, and she has to pay $10 million. So we did a little update because she's been waking up. And then we went live twice to cover Envision You, Connective / Megan Lynch, and their live coffee scheme and their mob boss bullshit. And then this amazing live stream. So I am going to go now. But thank you for coming and hanging out with me. And if you've missed any of the amazing live streams that I have done tonight, make sure that you check them all out. All of them are under an hour-ish long, so easy viewing, I'm hoping. I am trying to do some shorter form content, you know, because things got quite long on here for a while. We're doing a lot of like 5-hour long streams. Everything is good for Friday with the Sayers of Nay so far tomorrow, so stay tuned for the community tab, and I will see you all then. I hope that you all have a fabulous night. I will not be doing any more live streams tonight. That is it for me. But like I said, I will see you tomorrow, so have a fabulous, fabulous night. Make sure that you think about joining our members. Come hang out in the Discord where we just kind of do this all night. And talk about it. It's great fun, though, I promise. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Thanks again, everyone. I love you. Goodbye. Have a good night, everyone. Article is in the description and